So the release dates for Avatar 4 and 5 have been released by Disney. And are we really surprised? James Cameron has generated billions, let me say that again, billions with a B over the last 3 Avatar movies. And I understand from what I've seen that perhaps the consensus of people following the release of Avatar 3, Fire and Ash, was that, do we really need more of this? I disagree. I think these are people who just can't take things for face value. They can't enjoy stuff for what it is. People nowadays are looking so deeply into everything. Everything has to be a fucking Oscar nominee. You know what I mean? No. We can enjoy this for what it is. I go to watch an Avatar movie for the outstanding visuals, for the immersiveness of the world, and to just feel like I'm a part of a universe that is living and breathing. That's what I get from watching Avatar. And so I was actually kind of surprised to see that so many people seemingly didn't enjoy Fire and Ash as much as I did. For me, look, Avatar, the first one, reigns supreme, okay? But also, that's a movie that has story beats which are always gonna be better received, right? Comparatively to that of the second and third one, of course, especially. But for me, Fire and Ash, I enjoyed it more than the second movie, if I'm being entirely honest. Not to say I didn't enjoy the second movie, I love all of them, but I genuinely felt like the action that Fire and Ash provided, and the dynamic between Quaritch and his fire chick, whose name I'm forgetting, I felt like that made me, personally, you know, it's an opinion, everyone calm the fuck down, but I enjoyed that, and I enjoyed that dynamic more than that of the second movie, which was a lot of like, it was just a lot of nothing really, wasn't it, in the second movie? Like I said, I enjoyed The Way of the Water a lot. There's actually a review of that on my channel. Like I said, I enjoyed that movie, but Fire and Ash for me provided a lot of the same stuff that film did and more, especially with the action sequences. Look, I'll be the first person to concede, right? I'm not stupid. There are moments in Fire and Ash that were beat for beat, damn near like identical to moments in the second movie. Okay? And so I can understand a little bit why people are like, do I really need to see more of these? But for me, yeah, give me more. The visuals alone, I will happily pay for a ticket just to go and see them. You know what I mean? And I'm hearing rumors that that James Cameron wants to bring the universe to Earth. I mean, I'm not quite sure how they're going to tackle that, because what was it like? I think it's like 6 years of travel, I believe, from Pandora to Earth. So what, they're just going to tie up a bunch of blue people, a bunch of Na'vi, and send them to a world where Mother Nature is a thing of the past, everything is stone, there is no green. I can't imagine a world where a Na'vi would want to do that, but for damn sure you have my interest. I'd be keen to see it. I'd be keen to see how James Cameron approaches that. And I mean, I'm really surprised at people's shock at not just how well Avatar continues to do in cinema, but like, how can you possibly be surprised that they want to do more? Let me repeat myself from something I said earlier at the beginning of the video. Billions! Billions, okay? The amount of money that this franchise generates is a fucking joke. Like, it's insane. And, you know, all the same people who are moaning about watching the movies, I can guarantee you they paid for a ticket, and I can guarantee you they're going to pay for a ticket for the next one as well. And it's because Avatar gives us something that close to no other movies or universe can provide. You know what I mean? I even took it upon myself recently to start playing the Avatar Frontiers of Pandora game. And my God, that's awesome too. James Cameron has built a world that, in my opinion, is up there with that of like, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. Like, I love this world that much. It's really that great. And clearly, based off the money generated, I'm not the only one who feels that way. So yeah, are we really that surprised that 4 and 5 have been announced and the dates revealed? Me, not at all. Makes complete sense. And I'm actually really looking forward to seeing the 4th one and the 5th one. Like, I wonder where the story can go, frankly. I'm not entirely sure what more they can do, But if they're planning on going to Earth, I want to see it. Simple as that, really. Simple as that. I would say Fire and Ash was the first movie that had some like political alignment with what's going on today. What do I mean by that? It's an iffy thing to get into, but it seemed as though like there were a lot of parallels between bringing over Spider and introducing him to this new world and like this half breed or whatever, and that of, kill me for saying it, okay, I don't care, I'm gonna do it, and immigration, right? We're seeing a lot of political talk right now regarding immigration and assimilating people into different cultures all over the world, right? And how that's received amongst that of the people in those countries. I think that's very similar to what we saw in the last movie with Spider and the Na'vi. And I can picture, especially if they're planning on going to Earth, that dynamic is only going to be compounded more and more, right? So that's something I'm looking forward to seeing. And I'm actually interested to see how blatant they draw those parallels in the movie moving forward. Because I felt like in Fire and Ash, it was just about subtle enough to where most people could pick it up if they wanted to, but also subtle enough to where like you could pretend like that isn't even a dynamic at all, right? But yeah, I'm interested to see where the rest of the franchise goes. I'm starting to waffle a bit, so I'll end the video here. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try and do these more often. You know, I have so many things that I think of regarding like media news and gaming news and all of that stuff, political talk, if you will, and I have no one to speak to about it. So I think it may even be good for me mentally to continue posting these videos and staying consistent with it. So yeah, again, like the video, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.